Hi guys, it's Terrence here. I want to talk to you today about a very important subject in our economy today, and that is how to improve your credit. That's right, how to improve your credit. Millions of Americans are facing financial difficulties today, and their credit has been ruined. Many for years, their credit has been ruined. They've had to file bankruptcy, they've lost everything. And now that you're in a better position, you're trying to find out how to get life back on track, how to get your credit back on track. Well, the first thing we want to talk about is the three major credit bureaus. That's TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So if you're going to begin to improve your credit, you need to first go and obtain your credit report. Now, if it's just monitoring your credit, you can go ahead and choose just any one of them, any one of the credit bureaus that's out there, like Credit Karma. If you're just looking to see what's on your credit report. But if you're looking for accuracy, that's on your credit scores, your actual credit scores, I would suggest you invest in your credit and choose a company like myfico.com. It may cost you $30 or $45 to find out what your actual scores are that lenders are looking at. And that's what you want to find out. Where are you? If you're trying to buy a car, if you're trying to buy a home, if you're trying to invest in business credit, and you need to know where are you before you go out there, I would suggest to you that that's the best $39 or $45 that you could spend before you go out to apply for the house, before you go out and apply for the car loan. Find out where you stand on your credit. So I suggest you go to myfico.com, pay the fee, get your accurate credit scores so that you can begin to find out where the starting point is. The next thing I want to talk to you about when it comes to getting your credit score improved is obtaining secured credit cards. You want to begin to get trade lines on your credit report. So you're going to be doing two things simultaneously. One thing you're going to be doing is putting new things on your credit report. While you're putting new trade lines on your credit report, you want to also be removing the negative trade lines, the bad credit from your credit report. So you want to do those two things simultaneously, and this will cause your credit score in 30 days, 60 days to skyrocket hundreds of points because you're doing two things simultaneously, maybe even three, maybe even four, if you really have the time to really invest in it. I know when I was improving my credit, I went to go and inquire about buying a home years ago, and my credit score probably was the lowest in the land. I'm sure it was probably in the 400s or 300s. And I went to a place and they pulled my credit, and the guy told me how bad my credit was. I had everything on there for years and years. Had fallen into some bad times, and my credit was just really, really bad on all the three major credit bureaus. And so I challenged myself. I was getting older. I wanted to get my own home. I wanted to do some business things, and I wanted to improve my credit. So I began to do a variety of things. So that's why I said you can do multiple things at the same time to cause your credit score to go from the 300s to the 500s to the 700s in a quick time frame. Really 30, 60, and some of these things will be done in 90 days. So I want to tell you about what I did to get my credit to go from the 300s into, I think when I bought my car and my house, it was 766. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't 800. I think when I actually closed on my house, it was like 766. So here's some of the things that I did. One of the first things you want to do is get your credit report. Second, begin to apply for some secured lines of credit. So you can get a loan from your bank, which is what I did. I went to my bank and got what is called a credit builder account. And so that bank that I was with at the time, First Citizens Bank, they will give you $1,000 credit line and allow you to use that money to pay back every month in order to build your credit. So I had a bank $1,000 loan that they gave me as a credit builder account, and I was paying $25 a month, I believe, automatic deductions from my account. And that new positive trade line boosted my credit up as soon as it hit my trade line. Now, because it is designed to be a credit builder account, they start reporting on all three major credit bureaus. And that's what you want. When you're applying for credit, to put new things on your credit report, you want to get the kind of new credit that's going to post on all three credit bureaus. You don't want to get an account that's only going to report on one place, because it's going to cause your credit to grow or be uneven in your credit scores. You want all of your credit scores growing simultaneously. So check and see what accounts are being how will I say, put on all three credit major bureaus. All right, so you want to make sure that you're doing that. So then what I did was I went and I applied for 2 or 3 secured credit cards. A secured credit card is where you send the money in, $200, $300, $400, $500 in a secured credit card. You can send as much as $2,500. There are some secured credit cards that will allow you to send $3,000, maybe even $5,000 in order to get the account limit that you want. So I got me about 2 or 3 credit cards that were secured, put the money in, begin to make the payments. All right, those were initially very quickly put on my credit report, once again, simultaneously causing all of my credit scores to rise at the same time. Now, when I talked about doing things simultaneously, what I was also doing was disputing inaccuracies on my credit report. I went through my credit report. I found things that were wrong. I found things, my son and I have the same name. So I found an account at a store that is in a whole different state that I'd never been in, that they had applied to my son's account to me. And so I had to get that off of there. So when those inaccuracies, different addresses and different things that I disputed was being disputed on the account within that 30-day period of time, the company has 30 days to verify that that account is mine. Any inaccuracy that they cannot verify, then it has to be removed from my account. So I had those negative inquiries and things of that nature, all of those things being taken off my account at the same time. So I had new credit going on. I had collections on my account that I was paying off. So now I do know that there are some credit companies and people who teach on credit that tell you don't pay these people. You don't have to pay these people. Well, I made these accounts, and the accounts that I made, I wanted to offer them a settlement. So what I did was I had some money coming in from my job. There was going to be a big bonus that was coming in from my job. And what I had going on at the time was paying some of them off. So what I did was I called each one of the companies and I asked them for a delete letter, a payment for delete letter. I didn't just want to pay the account down and have it stay on my credit report. I wanted to have it deleted from my credit report. Well, guess what? They did. They agreed that if I would pay a certain percentage, like 25, 30%, they would delete it from my credit report. They sent it to me in an email. Once I got the email of the account, I had the money from the bonus from my job. I sent it in right away, and within a week, it was deleted from my credit report. And I had 2 or 3 big accounts, I mean, in the thousands of dollars, that was deleted from my credit report. And I think may have totaled 10 grand. Total may have been 10 grand that I don't think I paid $3,000. And I had them all wiped out of my credit report, deleted, not showing paid in full, totally deleted from my credit report. Those also caused my credit score to go up tremendously. So what happened? I put a bank loan for the $1,000 on my credit report. I had 2 or 3 brand new trade lines from credit cards that was put on my credit report. There was also, each one of them boosted my credit account up also, my credit scores also. And then I had inquiries that were being removed from my credit report. That was causing my score to go up. Okay, so the next thing I did, I had some hard inquiries also being removed from my credit report. Okay, so I had soft inquiries, hard inquiries, both being removed from my credit report. And then I had so another issue where is I had the collections on my credit report, medical debt and things of that nature. So I had paid off some of those for the pay for delete. That also caused my credit score to go up. Now that was just in a 1 month thing. I did all of that in 1 month. I had letters going out. I was sending them letters out for dispute. It is not a good idea that you dispute your inquiries and your collections online. It's available online on those websites. It is better that you get a letter of inquiry. I think the government has one on the government website about credit. You can get one and send it to them. I think it's inquiry letter number 604 or law 604 that you can get and have that letter sent into the credit bureau and have them challenge those accounts, any account that cannot be verified in 30 days by that person, that company is going to be removed from your report. So that was happening also. I was getting letters that was coming in from the credit bureaus that I had sent these letters out to verify these accounts, verify the amounts, verify the date, verify the signatures, all those kinds of things. When they were not able to do that because those accounts also had lost paperwork over time, they had been sold to collection agencies, they didn't have all the documents, those accounts were falling off as well. So when it was all over, as each month began to increase, my credit score was increasing with all of this activity that was going on. 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. As each month rolled on, the positive credit was each month causing my credit score to get higher and higher and higher. And also the work that I was doing to have the negative removed in all of those various scenarios also was causing my credit score to go up higher and higher and higher. Now, one of the things also that's looked upon in the algorithms of credit report is credit card limit, credit score, or credit card usage. So how much of your credit card are you using? The algorithms that is used by the credit bureaus, they want you to keep your cards below 20%, 25%, some say 30%. So I kept my cards very low and I paid them off except for $10. That's right. I got small cards. I didn't get big credit cards. I had one card for $2,500 and the other credit cards were like $500 a piece. And I kept each credit card down to around $25. I used them throughout the month to pay things and keep things going. But at the end of the month, right before the bill was due, 2 or 3 days before the billing date, I didn't pay it on the billing date. That's also important. I paid it days before it was due. And I would pay it all the way down to $10, $15, $20, $25. I don't think I ever carried more than $30 on the credit card. I wanted to keep something on there to show that I was keeping the balances low. It's not always the wise thing to pay it down to zero. You want to show a small amount that you're able to carry and keep on there. Another way to get your credit cards, to get your credit scores to increase very quickly is to have your name added to someone that you know, that you trust, and they trust you, and have you added to their accounts as an authorized user. I have my son. My son, now that I have good credit, my son, who I think since he's 18, has been on my credit cards. So when he gets ready to do something, he will already have established credit. So one of the ways you can do that is find somebody that you know, a brother or a sister, a mother or dad, an auntie or grandparent, somebody that you know that has had credit for a long time. They keep their levels very low and those accounts are maintained very well. And you don't need the card, you don't need the number. You just need them to make you an authorized user on that card. There's no risk involved. Make you an authorized user. Now you end up getting the benefit of all of their years of good credit payment history that gets added to you. What does that do? In many instances, people have seen their credit scores go up 60, 75, and 100 points in 1 month. Now, ask them to put you on different accounts. Maybe they'll add your name to a credit card. Maybe they'll add your name to a bank loan or another credit card. The more credit companies or agencies that they add you to, the more accounts that they add you to, the more your name is showing up on credit bureaus as paying on a regular basis attached to that account. This will also cause your credit score to go higher. So these 5 or 6 things that are going on simultaneously is causing your credit score to grow exponentially. So start cleaning up the credit. Look for errors that you can dispute. Get them deleted off of your account. Get a pay for delete letter. Get them deleted from your account and watch your credit score go up. Get the inquiries removed. Now, if you don't have the inquiries removed, your inquiries will move off of your account in 2 years. 24, 25 months, they will drop off automatically. But please know, while they're on your account, they are holding your account down. Each one of those inquiries between 3 and 5 points. Yes, the more inquiries you have on there, they are dinging your credit 3 to 5 points. Now, they do lose significance over a period of time. They don't have the same significance that they had the moment that they hit your credit report. But over time, they will lose the significance that they are causing you on your credit report. But the fact that they are there, they are still costing you some points on your credit score. So you do want to make sure that you're getting those inquiries. The soft ones, not as bad, but the hard inquiries, the ones that you actually did apply for credit, those are the ones that are hurting you the most. Oftentimes, and I've seen this happen in my own life, years ago, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, I went to apply for a car loan. And many of you all know what I'm talking about. When you apply for a car loan and your credit is not excellent, oftentimes the best finance companies don't pick you up. So you end up getting a B or C credit company that actually ends up picking up your credit. So what the car company does in order to get you financed and do business with you, they oftentimes have to shop your loan around to company after company, and your credit is being checked by people in California, in New York, in Arizona, in Delaware. So your credit is being checked by all these different finance companies. You wake up tomorrow morning and there's 24 inquiries on your credit report. And you're saying to yourself, who are these different places? I never applied for credit. You applied at one place, and that loan company shot your loan around to all these different places trying to get you financed, and each one of them dinged your credit. Now you came in there with one credit score, and now you left out of there with another credit score because your credit score has gone down 25, sometimes 30 points because of all the inquiries that were made on your credit report that day. That's not what you want to do, my friend. What you want to do is know where your credit stands before you go into the car dealership. You want to know where your credit stands before you go into a mortgage company, so that a mortgage company is not shopping around everywhere trying to get you financed for a home loan. Well, after all of the work that I'm telling you, I'm not a professional at this. I don't own a credit company. I am an actual citizen that actually took my future in my own hands. Now I'm living right now in my dream. I'm living in my house today that I was able to buy because I took my credit from the 300s up to when I closed on my house, it was 766. It's even higher than that now. I have a brand new car that I was able to go and purchase. I purchased that. My credit score was high. My interest rate on my house, I believe, is in the 2% range, like 2.5, 2.7, something like that. I think it's 2.7 is my interest rate on my house. That's very good. Right now, interest rates are like 5%, close to 6% right now. Because of my good credit, I wouldn't be able to afford this house if my credit was not good. If I would have got a loan, it would have been so high, it would have been ridiculous. Improving my credit allowed me to be able to live in the house that I'm living in now. Totally beautiful remodeled house. I couldn't have thought of living here with my credit if it had been the way that it was before. So when you improve your credit, all the things that you dreamed about, all the cars you planned on driving. I have a beautiful car, brand new, bought it off the showroom floor. They actually had to go to another place and get it because they didn't have my color that I wanted there. And they brought it to me. When I got it, I think it had 80 miles on it. Totally brand new. It's in my garage right now. Have a beautiful house that I'm in right now. Beautiful car, beautiful furnishings for my house. All of this was made possible because of the work that I did to improve my credit. So I want to say good luck to every one of you. I hope something that I've said today have given you some tools that you use. Listen, there's 100 people on the internet teaching about credit, and they're professionals at it. They're making money at it. They own businesses doing it. I'm an average guy. I'm just an average guy who saw my credit conditions and saw what it was costing me in money and not being able to have my dreams. And I applied myself and I did it. And if I did it and came from the 300s up to almost 800, I think 700 and something now, I think it's close to 780 now. If I did it, you can too. I hope this information was a blessing to you. Have a great day.